All right, in this next writing segment, we're going to have conversations about monetizing your writing passion. So, a lot of people write for fun or pleasure. Some people, do it casually as a hobby, but there are others who want to make it, their full time job. Um, I am one of those people. I would love for it to be my full time job. It takes up a lot of my time anyway. So if I could quit my 9 to 5 job, I could spend more time writing. But I need the 9 to 5 job still to be able to pay the bills. So unfortunately, I am stuck there for the time being. But we are going to talk about things you can do to maybe help transition you to maybe doing it more part time, or, being able to have a part time job and write, or just be a full time writer altogether. If you don't follow Gary Vee online, I would highly suggest following him. He has a lot of really good insight. One of the things that he said to me that really, well, he didn't say it to me, he said it online, that really stuck in my mind was that if you can make so like, let's say you want to make your side gig your permanent gig. He said, so if you can work your 9 to 5 job and your side gig and grow your side gig to at least equal half of what you normally make in your 9 to 5 job, it could be pretty safe to say that if you were to quit that 9 to 5 job and get those 40 hours back in your work week to apply towards your gig, you could probably make up that extra 50% pretty easy if you had that time back. And that makes a lot of sense to me. You can, if you can make 50% of what you're currently making in your 9 to 5, if I get those 40 hours back to focus on writing more books and maybe doing advertising and more promotions and doing events and whatnot, then, I could probably make up that money because I could do more events. I could travel more. I wouldn't have to worry about getting vacation time. It would be a lot easier. So if you want to grow and get to that level, first of all, you need to understand what your publishing options are and determine whether or not you want to do the traditional route or if you do want to do the self-publishing route. And we'll delve into that again. I know I've covered it in other videos, but hopefully we'll do a more in-depth deep dive there. The other thing is protecting your investment by not falling for scams. Whenever you first start publishing books, they are going to come out of the woodwork and they are going to do everything to make you feel wonderful. Your book is amazing. We want to turn it into a movie, or we want to, but you can have some fun in asking them questions about the book. Well, what did you think about the food fight scene? Oh, it was amazing. And there's no food fight scene in your book at all. Which means they didn't read it. They're feeding you a line of bullshit to separate you from your money. So watching out and cautioning for certain scams out there, whether they be online promotional scams, or there's the ever-present caution against the vanity press. And I do see a lot of authors out there who claim to be traditionally published and they're not. It's a vanity press. And I've seen so many predatory vanity presses out there. I found one that was actually legit and was not predatory in their contract, but every other one that I've seen out there is highly predatory, and they prey on your love of your work and your desire to succeed as an author. They prey on your hopes and dreams, and then they will completely ruin them, I promise. Maybe some won't be as bad as others, but they do not have your best interest in mind. You can also explore other revenue streams and look for sales beyond book sales. You can look for ancillary products, and we'll discuss some of those in further video blogs. And then just some basic financial tips for independent authors on making sure that you are managing your finances wisely. This is something, I think a lot of creators have that creative side brain and they're great at what they do and creating, but when it comes to the business portion of it and the finances and the taxes and the business model, sometimes that is an area which needs to have some degree of education. It takes work. It seems like more work because you're a creator, so you want to constantly be creating. But if you forget to address the financial aspects of your business, you're going to find that it's going to be harder to grow. You need to be able to have kind of stepping stones. You need to be able to grow and measure your growth and make sound business decisions. And if you don't know what the numbers are or what you're trying to do, then that can be almost impossible. You can feel like you're just kind of running in circles. So we'll talk about that as well in further videos.